come to find a comfortable seat. You don't have to sit on a pillow. You don't have to sit on a blanket. We're just coming to sit, however is comfortable to you. Do you want to cross your legs? Do you want to sit on your shins? Just however you can sit with a tall spine. And then just take your hands to your thighs. You're sitting up nice and tall. And then just close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, let your awareness settle around your breathing. That you're observing your own breathing. So you're just watching your inhale and your exhale. So all you're doing is sitting with your eyes closed and you're observing your breathing. While you observe your breathing, spend a little bit more time with your exhalation. That you're watching your exhale. And as you watch your exhale, it may begin to elongate and stretch out. And then just by the exhale, elongating and stretching out, maybe your inhale begins to match it. That your exhale is long and stretched out. And then your inhale becomes long and stretched out as well. That there's a balance and equilibrium, a slowing down, as if you're becoming amazing at doing nothing. Just as you are so good at doing so many different things, you're becoming that good at doing nothing. And then slowly separate your eyelashes to open your eyes. So welcome. My name is Marissa, and this is a very special edition of our Restorative Yoga. It's Mother's Day. So for mothers, for daughters, for sisters, for women in general, we all have these qualities that are mother-like. We don't have to be a mother to have mother-like qualities. So this evening, we're going to be delving into these mother-like qualities as we rest and renew and restore not only our bodies, but our minds. We're going to be using 2 pillows each. So if you want to go take a moment to go gather 2 pillows. So each person needs 2 pillows. So take time to get those 2 pillows. While you're gathering those 2 pillows, we're still sitting, the rest of us that have the pillows are just sitting nice and tall, and broaden across your collarbone and send your shoulders down your back. And as you're sitting here, visualize the breath coming in through your nose and making its way down your spine. And then the breath comes up and out. So you can think of it like a pitcher of water. If you are filling the breath in, the breath fills from the bottom up and it empties out from the top down. So you're filling from the bottom up and you're emptying out from the top down. Let's gather those 2 pillows that we have and let's put them behind us. So you're just putting them right behind you and they're stacked one on top of the other. They're right behind you. So you have these 2 pillows stacked up, they're behind you, and come to sit in front of them. Don't sit on them, just sit in front of them and uncross your legs. Your feet come down to the ground. I'm going to give you the side view, but you're going to stay here with the pillows right behind you. Have the pillows very close to you. In fact, take your hands and pull the pillows closer. And then come to lay down. When we lay down, we'd like the back of our head on the pillows. Now, your head could be dropping down, but you don't want your head on the floor or on your mat. So if it doesn't work like that, you might have to move yourself a little bit more forward so that when you lay down, your head is on the pillows, if your head was all the way back on the floor. So just getting comfortable here. Let your hands come down by your side and then extend your legs long out in front of you. And then again, close your eyes and trust that the words will take you to where you need to be. So don't worry that you have to see me. Just trust that the words I'm speaking will take you to where you need to be. Just like when we were sitting up, now that you're laying down, let your focus be on your breathing. That you're noticing your inhale and you're noticing your exhale. One of the qualities of women, of mothers, of daughters, of sisters, of friends, is the quality of nurturing, of taking care of someone. In this instance, direct this nurturing nature towards yourself, that you're taking care of yourself. In order to take care of yourself in this position, let yourself relax. Let your shoulders fall into the pillows. Let your head fall into the pillows. Let your torso fall into the pillows. Let your arms fall to the ground and the back of the hands rest on the ground. So you're nurturing and taking care of yourself by giving yourself permission to relax. That you don't have to be on and you don't have to be doing. That you can rest. Rest here and notice the space across your chest. Like there's a stretch across your chest. Like there's more room for your lungs to expand. For your heart to expand. With each breath, your lungs expand. Your heart expands. Melt into the support of the pillows and the earth beneath you. Wherever your mind wanders off to, let it go. So you don't have to pull yourself back. It's okay to have thoughts that are outside of this room, that are outside of your body. But just as easily as your mind wanders off, allow it to come back to the simplicity of your inhale and your exhale, as if that's the main focus of everything. You can keep your mouth gently closed and let the breath come in through your nose, swirl through your body, and exit out through your nose. keeping the main focus on your breathing, let the secondary focus be on your hands with your palms face up. Imagine that your exhale is now gliding out through the tips of your fingers. So you're making believe that you're breathing in through your nose and out through the tips of your fingers. Let this process go very slowly, that you're gradually, slowly breathing in through your nose and out through the tips of your fingers. And keep that, your main focus, your breathing, the secondary focus of the exhale coming out through the tips of your fingers. And add to that, imagining that you're also breathing out through the soles of your feet. So the breath comes in through your nose, moves through your body, and exits out through the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. The breath gradually gliding out through the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. Keep this awareness and imagine that you're laying down in sand and your body is making a deeper and deeper imprint on this firm sand beneath you, as if you were laying down in sand and your body is making an imprint on this firm sand beneath you. As you inhale through your nose and exhale through the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. Stretch out your exhale. Stretch out your inhale. Keep everything you're doing, but bend your right knee so your right sole of the foot goes down to the ground and your right knee is pointed up towards the ceiling. Keep that. Bend your left knee so your left sole of the foot is down on the ground and your left knee is pointed up towards the ceiling. Then let the knees flop away from each other so that the soles of the feet come together. On purpose, we're not putting anything under the thighs. There might be some sort of gripping action of the inner thighs and the groins. Just allow for whatever sensation that comes up, allow it to arise, allow it to come up. Then take your hands palms face down on your thighs. So just resting your hands on your thighs, encouraging the thighs to open. So your knees, the right knee is pulling to the right, the left knee is pulling to the left, the soles of the feet are together, the legs are in this kind of butterfly position. Your elbows are melting to the ground. Breathe here. Let your abdomen, your stomach, relax. Let your hips, your butt, relax. Keep the legs and the feet as they are, but let them relax. Relax your head and your shoulders, your arms and your hands, staying where they are, but they relax. Visualize lines of energy in your body, not only north and south lines, but east and west lines. Breathe into the east and west lines across your chest, across your shoulders, across your abdomen, across your hips. Breathe into these east-west energy lines. With your eyes remaining closed, relax your face. Your forehead relaxes. Your eyes relax. Your nose relaxes. Your cheeks relax. Your ears relax. Your mouth relaxes. Your tongue relaxes. Your neck relaxes. Your jaw relaxes. Relax your head, your face, your neck. Relax. Let your hands fall to the floor outside of your hips. Your palms are face down. Keep your legs as they are. Just move your hands backwards a little bit, like they're moving, your elbows are moving towards your head a little bit. Because we're gonna now come to sit up. You're on your elbows, so you're just sitting up that you're on your elbows. So your legs still stay the same. You're just on the elbows. Your pillows are behind you, so it's giving you a lift to your heart. In fact, add to this lift to your heart, lift up your heart and look to the ceiling, that the back of your head is parallel to the ground, that your face is parallel to the ceiling. Then push up that you're going to be on your hands. So you're sitting down and your hands are behind you. Go up onto high finger pads so that you can sit up nice and tall. Then keep your legs exactly as they are, but take your hands to hold your ankles. And then keep your legs as they are and fold forward with a flat back. Your arms will come outside the legs. As you're folding forward, you're holding your ankles. Stay here folding forward. Breathe here. In honor of Mother's Day and this idea of nurturing ourselves with these womanly qualities, I wanted to read to you from a woman's book of yoga. So while you're here holding your ankles, you can gently close your eyes and turn your attention inward. The art of relaxation. Relaxation is the art of being calm in all situations. A woman's power is in her natural ability to contain her energy. A woman can naturally adjust her energy according to the needs of her life and its challenges. Although we live in a stressful world, you can learn to relax. To master relaxation is to master the flow of your life between activity and rest, between action and stillness. True relaxation is more than keeping your muscles still. It is a state of being in which your actions are aligned with your core beliefs and truths. Relaxation involves a sense of feeling connected to life and being at ease in the flow of your life. In order to discover your inner truth and match your actions with it, you must gain insight into the nature of your mind and thoughts. This is why meditation is a most important part of yoga practice. The yoga exercises we'll do tonight will create new, healthy patterns in your biological system. The meditations will help relieve distracting thoughts and create a new template for a focused and clear mind so you can know yourself and act accordingly. By helping to integrate these new patterns into your entire being, the relaxation practice allows for real transformation. When we relax, we can feel the protection of Mother Earth with us, protecting us even at our most vulnerable. We feel protected and secure. We also feel open and receptive. We can surrender. Surrendering helps us to strengthen our nervous system. I'll read to you a little bit more from a different book on surrender a little bit. Let's just come to sit up. We'll release the hands and undo the legs. You're stepping your feet down. Take your feet together and your knees together, just sitting up nice and tall. Stay where you are. I'm just going to come to sit how you guys are sitting. You have your pillows behind you. Take your right arm across both shins. Take your left hand to the pillow behind you, and then turn and twist to the left. Return to center. Take your left arm around both shins. Take your right hand behind you. Turn and twist to the right. Return to center. So we have these two pillows behind us. We have our butt very close to the pillows. Let's turn now. I'm going to do opposite you so it looks like we're doing the same thing. You're going to turn so your right hip touches the two pillows. So you're turning, so your right hip is touching the two pillows. But just be mindful that you're not too far forward, like one direction or the other, but you're more front and center of the pillows. And then let me just take off my socks so you can see my feet. It's a little bit easier to see. You're going to make your left shin parallel towards the wall out in front of you. Let me move back a little bit so you can see. So your left shin is parallel to the wall out in front of you. Your right hip is touching the two pillows. Have your right arch of your foot cup the left knee. So the right arch of the foot cups the left knee. This left shin is parallel to the wall out in front of you. And you have your right hip touching the two pillows. You're going to turn and look at the pillows. Your hands are going to come outside of the pillow. So your right hand is on the right side, your left hand on the left side. First, we're going to go to the more severe side. So you're going to turn your left cheek to touch the pillows. Turn so your left cheek touches the pillows. So your hands are on the outside, left hand, left side of the pillow, right hand, right side of the pillow. But melt down so that your left cheek is touching the pillow. Stay there with your left cheek touching the pillow. Just stay there. So again, we're going to the more severe side of twisting the head with the left cheek touching the pillow, but just stay there. We won't be there too long. Then turn now so your right cheek touches the pillow. So you're turning your right cheek touching the pillow and resting here. Keep the energy nice and low, but push down into your hands that you can come to sit up. Turn and face me. Take your legs wide apart. Take your hands behind you that you lift your butt up. You're not sitting on the pillows, you're sitting in front of the pillows. Lower your butt down. Then walk your hands forward. You're on these high finger pads. Plant your hands flat, drop your head. You can slightly bend your elbows. Your elbows don't have to touch the ground. You're just dropping yourself forward. Just breathe here. So at the very beginning of our session, we were in a back bend, and now we're just here in a forward bend. We had that twist on one side in the middle, but here you are just folding forward. You can gently close your eyes and just linger, wandering around inside. So on that first reading, I had mentioned surrender and surrendering. And this book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, has a question about surrender. I wonder if surrender sounds somewhat fatalistic. If we always accept the way things are, we are not going to make any effort to improve them. It seems to me what progress is all about, both in our personal lives and collectivity, is not to accept the limitations of the present, but to strive to go beyond them and create something better. If we hadn't done this, we would still be living in caves. How do you reconcile surrender with changing things and getting things done? And here's the answer to that question. To some people, surrender may have negative connotations, implying defeat, giving up, failing to rise to the challenges of life, becoming lethargic, and so on. True surrender, however, is something entirely different. It does not mean to passively put up with whatever situation you find yourself in and to do nothing about it, nor does it mean to cease making plans or initiating positive action. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to rather than opposing the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is in the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally and without reservation. It is to relinquish inner resistance to what is. Inner resistance is to say no to what is. Through mental judgment and emotional negativity, it becomes particularly pronounced when things go wrong, which means that there is a gap between the demands or rigid expectations of your mind and what is. That is the pain gap. If you have lived long enough, you will know that things go wrong quite often. It is precisely at those times that surrender needs to be practiced if you want to eliminate pain and sorrow from your life. Acceptance of what is immediately frees your mind identification and thus reconnects you with being. Resistance is the mind. Surrender is purely inner phenomenon. It does not mean that on the outer level you cannot take action and change the situation. In fact, it is not the overall situation that you need to accept when you surrender, but just the tiny segment called the now. For example, if you were stuck in the mud somewhere, you wouldn't say, okay, I resign myself to being stuck in the mud. Resignation is not surrender. You don't need to accept an undesirable or unpleasant life situation, nor do you need to deceive yourself and say that there is nothing wrong with being stuck in the mud. No. You recognize fully that you want to get out of it. You then narrow your attention down to the present moment without mentally labeling it in any way. This means that there is no judgment of the now. Therefore, there is no resistance, no emotional negativity. You accept the isness of the moment. Then you take action and do all that you can to get out of the mud. Such action is positive action. It is far more effective than negative action, which arises out of anger, despair, or frustration until you achieve the desired result. You continue to practice surrender by refraining from labeling the now. Let's come back to this. We'll sit up nice and tall. We'll bend our knees and take the feet out in front of us. Let's go to the second side of our twist. We'll turn so our left hip is touching the two pillows. Again, be mindful that you're not forward of the pillows or backwards, but your left hip is centered at the front edge of the pillows. We'll have the right shin parallel to the wall out in front of you, and your left arch of your foot cupping the right knee. You'll turn and face the bolster, the two pillows. You'll have your right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. Let's go to the more severe side first. So you'll bend your elbows to point towards your hips, and you'll rest your right cheek on the pillows. So you're resting your right cheek on the pillows, just resting here. Let's stay in this position, but turn your left cheek to rest on the pillows. You're turning your left cheek to rest. You can close your eyes and drift inward. keep the energy nice and low. Use your hands coming towards you to come to sit up. Turn to face me. Take the soles of your feet down, your knees pointed to the sky. Have the pillows very close behind you. Stay where you are again. I just want to give you the side view. So you are sitting down and the pillows are right behind you. Let's come to sit on the pillows. So you're sitting on the pillows. Sit close to that front edge of the pillows. So they kind of are mushy and they move around, but you're sitting on the two pillows, but at the front edge instead of sitting at the middle or the back of the pillow, you're sitting at the front edge. Come to lay down. We want to have our shoulders on the pillows, but our neck free and our head on the floor. So you have to kind of maneuver it so that your shoulders are on the pillow. This means you might have to really push yourself a little bit further towards your feet. You might have to move your tush a little bit closer towards your feet so that your shoulders come onto the pillow, but your neck is free. There's nothing under your neck. You don't want the pillows under your neck, and you want your head on the ground or whatever's beneath you if you're using a mat. But just make sure that your neck is free, that the pillows are not under your neck, but your shoulders are on the pillows. Your arms will come down by your side. You'll turn your palms up. You're moving your hands away from your body. So not totally like a T shape, but just your hands down by your side. The hands are away from your body. Let's extend the legs long and narrow. So your legs are going long and narrow. And then you'll relax your feet and close your eyes. And then just melt into the supports beneath you. Gently close your mouth, and just like we did at the beginning, let your awareness focus on your breathing and let go that you're breathing in through your nose, out through your hands and your feet. Wherever your mind wanders off to, redirect your attention to the awareness of your breathing. Slow, gradual exhale. Turn your palms face down and let your hands come closer outside of your hips. Bend your knees and step your feet down onto the ground. Lift your butt up, then lower your butt down. Do it 3 more times. Lift your butt up. The pillows kind of move with you. And lower your butt down. 2 more. Lift up and lower down. 1 more. Lift up and lower down. Hold on to the pillows. You want them to stay where they are as you walk yourself backwards so that your shoulders come onto the ground. Now the pillows move around a little bit, so you have to just maneuver yourself so that your shoulders are on the ground, and your head, you probably have to pick up your head so your hair doesn't get caught. You want the back of your head and the back of your shoulders on the ground, but you do want the pillows under your torso. So it's not like you want your whole torso on the ground, just your shoulders and your head on the ground. So don't be laying down that your whole torso is on the floor. Have the pillows under your torso. And then let's extend the legs long and narrow again. So now some of the pillow is under some of the thighs, part of the thighs. Let your hands now rest on your belly. So your right and left hand on the belly. You might have to maneuver a little bit. And then separate your hands so that your elbows are resting on the ground. Let your feet flop, just relaxing, and close your eyes. You're in a bit of a back bend here. Breathe into this opening of your abdomen, of your chest, this opening of your front body. With your eyes remaining closed and your hands in this position, As you inhale, it's like your hands are feeling this living, breathing sea inside of you. There's an expanse, there's a lift as you inhale. And then as you exhale, your hands are draping back on you. So there's this undulation of breath, this wave-like movement of breath moving through you, inhaling and exhaling. Let your hands come down by your side. Let your palms turn down. Bend your knees. Separate your feet wider than the pillows. Then lift your butt up and push the pillows forward that they're only under your butt. So the pillows only under your butt. Lower your butt down onto the pillows. Lift your right shoulder, then lower it to the ground. Lift your left shoulder, then lower it to the ground. Release your hands down by your side. Let your legs rest long and narrow over the pillows. Let your hands come to your belly, your palms face down. The hands get separated so the elbows drop to the ground. So now your torso is kind of lifted off the ground, but your shoulders are on the ground, the back of your head on the ground, your butt on the pillows. So now just your butt and your legs on the pillows. Rest here. Close your eyes. Send your awareness back inside. Now there's a stretch from hip to hip. There's some width that you can breathe into. Your focus is nurturing yourself, this motherly quality, this feminine quality, mother, daughter, sister, friend, of taking care of someone, taking care of you. Let your hands come down by your side. Bend your knees. Step your feet wider than the pillows. Your feet go wider than the pillows. Then lift your butt up and push the pillows forward that the pillows are no longer under your butt, but close to your butt. Lower your butt down onto the floor. Lift your right shoulder, lower the right shoulder. Lift the left shoulder, lower the left shoulder. Lift your head, lower your head. Lift both shoulders, lower both shoulders. Lift your butt, lower your butt. Take your legs long and narrow over the pillows. Let your hands come down away from you. Turn your palms up. Close your eyes and settle inward. Just drop down into yourself. nurturing and taking care of yourself. Turn your palms face down, let the hands come close outside of your hips. Bend your knees, step your feet wider than the pillows. Lift your head up. You're going to take your hands through your legs and grab hold of the two pillows. You're going to have to lean to the side like I just did there. Then hold on to the two pillows. Stretch your legs long and straight. You're going to turn your pillows horizontal onto your abdomen. So you're turning your pillows the wide way, resting on your belly. You'll lower your head down. Your hands come down by your side. Move your hands a little bit away from your body. Then turn your palms up. Then close your eyes. We're settling in for our final relaxation. Just rest here. Drop into the ground. With the pillows on your abdomen, it's a sense of security that you have this grounding sensation with the weight of the pillows on your belly. So you're safe and secure. Breathe slowly and deeply. Breathe deeply and slowly. Stay here resting with your eyes closed. Relax the back of your head. Relax the back of your right shoulder. Relax the back of your left shoulder. Relax your right arm and your right hand. Relax your left arm and your left hand. Relax your spine and your butt. Relax your hips and your waist and your pelvis. Relax your right leg and your right foot. Relax your left leg and your left foot. Relax your left arm, your left hand. Relax your right arm, your right hand. Relax your arms and your hands. Relax your legs and your feet. Relax from your head to your toes. Relax. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, ruffling the edges, waking up from the outside in. Then just move the pillows off of you, just placing the pillows on the side. Bend your knees into your chest and take your hands onto your knees. Keep the knees zipped together and make circles with the knees in one direction, whichever direction. Then with the knees zipped together, make circles in the second direction, the opposite direction. Then find stillness, pick your head up, you're in a tiny little ball. Lower your head down. Just have the knees very close into your chest and pause here. You're pushing your back into the ground. You're going to roll over so that you can face me. You're just rolling over to your side facing me. Then push down into an elbow and a hand so you can come up. And then sit however is comfortable to you. If you want to sit on your shins, if you want to sit on the pillows, if you want to sit Indian style, whatever is comfortable to you, just sitting. That you're sitting with a nice tall spine, so your hands are just coming onto your lap. And then close your eyes as you're sitting with this nice tall spine. Breathe here. While you're sitting with your eyes closed, I want us to just finish with that idea of surrender. A visual analogy to illustrate the point is if you were walking along a path at night, surrounded by a thick fog, but you have a powerful flashlight that cuts through the fog and creates a narrow, clear space in front of you. The fog is your life situation, which includes past and future. The flashlight is your conscious presence. The clear space is the now. Non-surrender hardens your psychological form, the shell of the ego, and so creates a strong sense of separateness. The world around you and people in particular come to be perceived as threatening. The unconscious compulsion to destroy others through judgment arises as does the need to compete or dominate. Even nature becomes your enemy, and your perceptions and interpretations are governed by fear. Not only your psychological form, but also your physical form, your body becomes hard and rigid through resistance. We want to dissolve this resistance through surrender. You access this. It is your life, your very being, which exists eternally in the timeless realm of the present. Surrendering to the now. Surrendering reconnects you with the source energy of being and infuses you with being. It becomes a joyful celebration of life energy that takes you more deeply into the now. With your eyes remaining closed, bow your head down into your heart, surrendering into the now of who you are, into this femininity, into this nurturing. Lift your head, separate your eyelashes to open your eyes. Thank you so very much